everyone, and welcome to this edition of Let's Talk About It. I have an awesome guest today. Houston's own Miss Charnele Brown will be in the house, so stay tuned for this exciting and informative show. We'll see you in just a moment. All right, welcome back to this edition of Let's Talk About It with my awesome guest, Miss Charnele Brown, who's in the house today. All right, always good to see you, girl.
It's good to see you. It's good to be back home.
All right,
Yes.
I like that. Back home. Back home. Now, Charnele, you're originally from
East Hampton, Long Island, New York.
East Hampton, Long Island,
the
New
Hamptons.
York.
Yeah, actually, people don't think they're African American people that live there. We are there.
Is that right?
Yes,
Yeah. Well, you know, I was reading some information when I said East Hampton. I said, East Hampton?
Yeah.
Who knew?
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Because we actually met in Houston.
In Houston, Texas.
Right,
12
right.
some odd years ago.
Exactly.
It's been a long time.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So what have you been up to since that time, Charnele?
Oh, my God. So many things. Actually, writing.
Okay.
I decided the acting, I took a little sabbatical and started writing. I mean, God said write, and so I was writing.
Okay.
I have a film called Coffee Clutch, which you know.
That's
been a long time coming. You know, back in the day, we were doing
Absolutely.
that. And it's coming to fruition as we speak, so thank you, Jesus, for that. So
That
that'll
is
be coming
fantastic.
to the screen. And also, I have an acting academy. I'm back. The acting academy is back.
So the acting academy is back?
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. And we have an after-school program called Let's Play Enrichment Program that we're trying to implement into HISD.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
So you're doing some big things, huh?
Yeah, just trying to keep busy, trying to reinvent. You got to brand yourself.
Right.
And plus help others while you're doing it.
Absolutely.
So,
and you know what? That's the beauty of life.
Yes.
When we're able to adapt to the things or the changes that take place
Yeah.
and make the most out of it.
Exactly.
And a lot of times God just nudges us in those directions.
Exactly.
You know? So
Yeah.
obviously that's
Yeah.
what's happened with you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now, I know you were writing the stage play. I know Coffee Clutch.
Yes.
And I know that's going to be coming up soon.
Yes.
Are you going to premiere that in Houston? Or?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, great.
We're going to premiere it here in New York, California, and my hometown, East Hampton.
Really?
Yes.
Got to represent home.
Got to represent home.
Got to represent home. That
but
is
we
fantastic.
just did a play called Love and Fire here at the, where was it? At the Cullen Theater.
At U
of H.
You know what?
We just had it. And nobody, I mean, actually, it's a great play. And, and you know, it was really wonderful. But I think we canceled on the 25th. And, you know, and it was a week prior and people came up to see it. And we weren't there. So I think that's where we made our mistake.
Okay.
But it was a really great piece. I wrote that, and we're going to probably go out on the road in August with that one.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So now it did actually hit the stage, though.
Yes, it did. Yeah.
But because I heard about it.
Yeah.
And I wasn't able to make it because I had a prior engagement.
Yes.
And I think you and I might have chatted or something like that, and you had mentioned the play.
Yeah.
And then I talked to a mutual friend of ours who I know went.
Yes.
And called me that
She
same
loved
night and
it.
said, "Ferrell, I want you to go to the play." I'm like,
know.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
But tell Charnele, I said, "Hey."
Yes.
You know.
But I'm glad. But we're going to come back around during tour. We'll come back to Houston.
Fantastic, fantastic. You know what? Definitely, when you get the play going, I want you to come back on so we can talk about it and make sure that everybody in my studio audience
Because
gets an
they
opportunity
need to see it. It's really deep.
Yes.
They really need to see it.
You know, and one of the things I noticed about you, your work is always deep.
Yeah, you know something? It's a responsibility. I mean, I tell people God is awesome. And when he gives us an assignment, we have a purpose, find that purpose and go after it. And I think that at my age, which is a fabulous age, I finally found my purpose. So I'm going after it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. And I think you should, and everybody should.
Yes.
You know, and you know what? A part of this show and a part of having the platform here is to encourage and inspire people to do exactly what you're doing.
Yes.
Going after your vision and going after your dream.
Got to do it. Got to do it. We have one life to live. Once we're done, we're done.
That's it.
And life is too short. Go after it. Go for it. Do it.
Absolutely.
Do it.
I agree 110%.
Yeah.
110%. So we know that Coffee Clutch is coming up. We know that the film is coming up.
Coming up.
We know that you have an acting academy.
Yes.
We know that you're looking to get into the HISD school system.
And one more thing.
With your program.
One more thing. And we're working on a sitcom. We're bringing it back, guys.
Come on now.
We're bringing it back. Actually, it's called Mercy Me. And it's about a Mercy family. And it's the Cosby show meets Modern Family.
Come on.
So we're working on that. And we're going to be doing it here in Houston.
What?
I know.
Are you serious?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, man, that's breaking news.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God,
We're excited. Comcast. We're really excited.
Is that right?
Yes.
Wow. You know, actually, this show is aired on Comcast,
I love
Channel
Comcast.
17.
Comcast.
Yeah. All right. That is fantastic.
Yes.
And I know you, when you did the other play, you used a lot of Houston talent.
I love Houston talent. I think you guys are amazing. It's just that people don't know yet
That's
about
it.
Houston talent. And I'm telling them, too, they're working hard to get out of Houston. What's happening is this is the next Hollywood. See, I was way ahead of my time
Okay.
14 years ago.
Yes, yes.
But everybody's coming back because Atlanta's full. You know, it's to the gills because when you watch a movie, you know it's Atlanta.
Right.
Because
right.
because so many things are being done there.
Mm-hmm.
And then LA is just dried out. New York is dried out. North Carolina's doing great. Louisiana's doing great. Houston is next. It's the Mecca because this town is so vast, and it can be anywhere USA.
Absolutely.
Anywhere.
Absolutely. And I do know that the film industry has really been pushing to make Houston one of the big cities for movies and films over the last couple of years.
Yeah, it's a fight because you guys already have oil money. So the incentive, of saying bring people in and get more money, it's not sitting as well. So we're really working on old Governor Perry.
I know.
Yes. To hike up that tax incentive.
Yeah, yeah. But I'm glad you're here, and I'm glad you're doing what you're doing because you're giving all of us Houstonians an opportunity to partake in a little taste of Hollywood.
And I'm learning from them. They're awesome.
Yes.
I'm learning every day when I have my classes. The kids, they just teach me a lot because we are learning until we're dead, and so nobody is exempt from learning.
Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah. You know what I want to ask you, and I know this is a question that everybody in a mama's mama and mama ask you, but what was it like working on the Cosby Show?
It was good. I tell people we were all like theater babies, and what I mean is it was all about the work. We really didn't care about the hoopla. It was about the work, and plus we had Debbie Allen at the helm, and she's scary. She is no joke.
She don't play.
Like I said, she walked in when we first got there and said, "Look, I have a family, and we're not going to be playing around. So we're going to treat this like a repertory company." So we did it as such. So we had no extra takes. There was none of that.
You got to be kidding.
To the point where we got it down from Monday to Thursday. We had Friday off.
Wow.
Yeah, she wasn't playing. That was an incredible learning ground for us. Yeah.
And that's unheard of. I mean, and especially back in that period of time.
God. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was fun. I mean, we lived it. When we came in, we were who we were.
Yeah.
And took care of business and went home. Yeah.
Right. Got your cheddar and moved on.
That's it.
So what was it like being a role model on that show? Because I know a lot of people looked up to Kimberly, which was your character on A Different World.
Yeah, but oddly enough, I didn't like Kimberly.
Is that right?
I thought she was quite boring. And I thank God that I got that role because she was a sounding board. And it's good to be regular, isn't that nice?
Oh,
to be regular. And I didn't think that at the time because everybody else was, Jasmine had the Southern thing and she was fabulous and Cree was quirky and everybody was all over the place and I was centered.
Right.
And now looking back, it was a blessing to be the center of you have somebody have to be a sounding board.
Yeah.
Because everybody can't be funny. It doesn't work because the jokes don't work. You have to have a straight man.
Right.
And I was the straight man.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? You did the straight man real well,
Well,
though.
thank you very much. I had
You did
fun.
Oh my God! I mean, I used to watch that show and crack up.
Yeah.
And you being the straight man.
Yeah. Isn't that something? It's interesting. But also, too, one more thing, because I know, there's another thing I'm working on, too. I'm working on a book. But it's not my book. It's a friend of mine, Jean Renee Simon Vaughn, is doing an incredible book. It's called What the...
What the? I'm almost scared to ask what comes after the part.
And
I'm getting all tired. I'm just trying to say what the.
Houstonia's own brilliant writer.
Is that right?
Brilliant writer, and that's coming up at the end of the year.
I guess my question should be, what are you not doing?
I want to do everything. Look, when I'm dead, I'm dead.
When it's over, it's over.
When it's over, it's over.
Well, I look forward to us continuing this conversation.
So
we're going to be right back in just a moment with more of Let's Talk About It with my wonderful guest, Miss Charnele Brown. Charnelle. How did I get that wrong? Charnele Brown. We mess up sometimes, folks. Y'all know who she is. Hello and welcome back to Let's Talk About It with my awesome guest, Miss Charnele Brown in the house.
Hi.
It's always good to hang out with Charnele. Actually, it's been 12 years since we actually had the opportunity to hang out and do different things. And I think we went from Houston to San Diego. Yeah. Did you take the bus?
Yes. We had two buses, remember? We had the luxury bus, and then we had the sub-luxury bus.
Exactly. Yeah. I flew. I said, I'll see y'all in San Diego.
We took the bus.
And I remember that night so well. I remember the premiere of that stage play.
Yeah.
And that was a deep. I was saying a minute ago
Yes.
how deep your plays are.
Yeah.
That particular play
Yeah.
was about
Dealing with the AIDS virus.
dealing with HIV, and I think if I remember correctly, your husband in the play had infected you. Is
No,
that right? That
and
was...
not at all. Actually, I mean, give the story, but this is you, which is great. We're family.
Go ahead, talk to us.
Actually, she contracted it with a boyfriend, her first boyfriend ever, as a child. So it wasn't anything being promiscuous or anything like that. She just didn't know. And so she got married. I mean, they assumed the way she was in her job that they never checked her for the virus. So when she got sick one time, they just checked her and found out that she was HIV going toward, AIDS. And she was married. And what I love about Coffee Clutch is all my men are positive, because that's all I know in my life. Yeah. All my men are positive, from my great-great-grandfather all the way down. And so we don't depict our African-American men. If you notice in the theaters, they're not depicted. I mean, it's always something. I mean, you can't be that bad. We're after you. We can't be that. You guys can't be that bad. Where it's never. I mean, so I celebrate black men. They're wonderful. Actually wonderful. And people need to see that. Yeah. And know that they're not all troubled. Come on. We all have issues. But they love hard like we do.
You know what I'm enjoying about you?
What?
You're keeping it real with me.
Yes. That's all I can be, man.
Yeah.
That's all I can be.
I always appreciate and respect a person that's just real. Because I can't stand a phony, fake person.
It's too much effort.
And it's too much effort, man. But when you meet somebody that's real, that comes from the heart, it touches the heart. And you touching my heart right now. Keep talking. And I'm just lightening this thing up a little bit because that play situation got a little deep.
Yeah.
But her plays and the things that she writes is always real. It's always in depth. And it's real life stuff that I noticed that you touch on all the time.
But you write what you know, what you've seen and what you've encountered.
Right, right. So what are some of the things, just talking on that particular subject, that you think that we can, how can we educate people more about that particular thing so that the world can become a safer place as it relates to that particular
thing? Great question. With this virus, like I said, I've had so many friends that have passed away from it. So it got to the point where it was common. Yeah. And, it was like, okay, somebody died. Okay, somebody died. Okay. Yeah. And so I decided to ask God, what can I do? And that's how I wrote it. But I think that with this particular virus, we can't scare anybody anymore. It's almost like, when a kid, you tell the kid not to touch the fire. Yes. The kid's going to touch the fire. Right. And get burned. And so when you tell somebody, don't do this, don't do that, this is bad, right, they're going to be curious about it. And so with Coffee Clutch, what we're doing is we're coming at them on a human issue. Okay. That, it's not about the virus. It's like what happens once you tell your friends. Who stays and who goes. Right. Because it's just transference of emotion. People start to, I did it with my friend. When he told me that he was HIV or AIDS, I automatically go, oh my God, what's going to happen if he goes? Right. So it goes back on, what about me?
Yeah, back to you.
And then the love wasn't there for him. I mean, I gave it eventually, but I felt bad that I didn't give it in the beginning. Yeah. Because it was about me. Oh my God, you're gonna die? What's gonna happen to me? And so I just wanted to show people that it affects everybody. So people that you love, it's like a rippling effect. If that water it hits, the ripples start going. Right. That's our family. So I want one person, just think about something before you do it, because it's not just you. Right. It's the people that love you. Yeah. And so I think that's how we can get people to, really think about it.
Absolutely.
At least.
And also education, because a lot of times once you're educated about something, the ignorance is eliminated.
Exactly.
And so your response to it becomes different because you're educated about it now. Right. And does that make any sense?
That makes a lot of sense. But something, let's get real. They're not going to sit down and do research. It's just not. And I wish that they would. But it's about the heart. If we can touch somebody in the heart, that'll make you think at least, as opposed to going to the head. It's about that heart. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And I think, especially during the time that you originally had written the play, the education and the things about it hadn't been exposed as much.
Yet. Exactly.
But now, we have so much more education. Yeah. And not only that, but medicines have changed as well.
Which is wonderful. I mean, we're trying to prevent it. Medicine is fine and everything, but everybody's not going to be that lucky. Because
Absolutely
you don't know
not.
the stages in which you're in.
Absolutely.
So wrap it up.
Plain
just
and
to
simple.
make sure, yeah, just to make sure, because you never know.
Right.
Yeah.
And wrapping it up, I mean, and I say this all the time. Not only are you taking care of yourself when you do that, but you're being responsible when it comes to your family and those that are around you.
Exactly.
As
And
well.
your partner.
And certainly your partner.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And it's like each one needs to teach one. Everybody needs to let this thing go.
Exactly.
But there's so much that we can talk about. I keep you here all day long. You know that already.
I know.
We can catch up from like 12 years ago and all that kind of stuff.
And they don't want to hear that.
And they don't want to hear all that. But I do want to go back to San Diego someday soon.
Yes. Yeah.
That had to be one of the cleanest cities I'd ever been in all my life.
San Diego beautiful?
Oh, I love San Diego.
It's beautiful. Expensive too.
Love San Diego. Yeah. Hey, you know what? We're going to be back in just a moment with more Charnele Brown, so stick around. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining us yet again with my wonderful guest, Charnele Brown. I'm about to mess her name up again. We're actually about to wrap this up. We've had a wonderful time with Miss Charnele Brown, talking about Hollywood, where she came from, where she's going, and what's up next.
Yes.
And you got a lot of stuff going on, girl.
I do, but I have to say something. Your photography, you are off the chain.
Oh.
You are phenomenal. And I'm going to come back, and also too, I'm going to refer, because one of my classmates, my students, the picture was incredible.
Thank you
and
so
it
much.
looked like her, and beautiful, but it looked like her. And so I'm going to refer everybody, and I'm coming too, and Jan is coming too. We're all coming to you.
Oh, wow.
You're just phenomenal.
Wow. Thank you so much. Man, that means a lot.
And I mean it too.
Thank you so much. And I know you do.
Yeah.
I know you do.
Yeah.
I know you do. Yeah. You're trying to make me cry. I'm probably being broke down. Y'all got some tissue over there. No, I appreciate that. That means a lot. And I think everybody as an artist, when you're creating stuff, you always want people to compliment it. That's your hope. Or you hope that you're going to be successful with it. And so when I hear compliments and remarks like that, it really humbles me. It truly does. I never get the big head about it.
Yeah.
But I always thank God for the ability.
You're a good person.
And the
You can
talent.
never get a big head. You just, Mama raised you well.
Aw.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good
she needs some tissue over there. Give Mama some tissue. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, and I certainly look forward to working with you guys in the future, and taking your photographs. Needless to say, and you know what? We're going to take a few photographs today too, because we're going to use them to promote the show, and let them know about our wonderful guests that's here in the house and all that good stuff. All right. So until next time, folks, we're going to see you then on Let's Talk About It. I'm so glad you joined me with my awesome guest Charnele Brown today. And until next time. Oh, but by the way, for more information on Charnele Brown, you can actually email us at let's talk about it 12tv@gmail.com. That's let's talk about it 12tv@gmail.com. For all your questions, hit us up. Thanks so much, and until next time, we'll see you then.
Bye.
Hello, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this segment of Let's Talk About It as much as I did with my awesome guest, Charnele Brown. For more information on the show and Charnele, you can reach us at let's talk about it 12tv@gmail.com. That's let's talk about it 12tv@gmail.com. Until next time, we'll see you then.